That's fair. Okay, so he takes the candle, he sets it up right next to his little desk, and he hands you this key. So what are you gonna do anything with the key right
I
now, or
walk out. I put the key on like a little string that I have, and then like tie it around my neck.
okay? So you
Donkey legs.
I say, "Enjoy your books, my good man," and then I walk out.
thanks you kindly. Okay, so is there anything else you guys wish to do in town before you?
Rewix wants to sell shit.
Rewix,
Is
go ahead, Rewix. What are you trying? Go and roll me a supply, and we're just gonna just sell your shit.
as he rolls, is there a criminal underbelly in every city or just like the main city?
They could be in towns, yes. In like villages, no. So I'll allow towns and cities, yes. I'll allow criminal underbelly, like a small one at least.
Oh, this is a small town, right?
It's a town, yeah. Let's go with Rewix
What's
really
his
quick.
role?
What are you selling really fast? Just so I know.
I'm gonna see to sell the but where is it? Hydra
Ooh,
Fang.
there's something I want to do.
Oh yes, the Hydra thing, right? How much did I say that was worth? It was 100?
300 gold.
300 gold. Okay, so you sell that for 300 gold.
Sweet.
Is there anything else you're going to sell?
And the 2 Gemmis,
Okay, how much was those again?
100 each.
So okay, now you have 500. You did that. Anything else?
No, I don't know. Yeah, that's it.
There's something valued at 100.
Okay. So is everyone
Oh,
done?
yeah, the figurine. I want to get that checked out, though.
Okay.
Is everyone done shopping at this point?
Uh,
Because before Soren goes to his underbelly shit, I want to get us all together and ask if anyone's low on cash. So in case someone needs some, we can just give them some. So can we like group up in the middle of the I can't even think of the word right now for the stores.
Tavern, inn, bazaar.
No, because we're all out. Yeah, bazaar. Yeah, we're all out there. I want to kind of just everyone to group up to ask about finances real quick, and then everyone can go do whatever they want. Is that all right?
Sure.
All right. So we all meet up. Let's just say in front of my buddy, because
You have a buddy? Who's your buddy?
I don't remember if he had a name.
The merchant guy?
Yeah, the one that took me in. I always write down names.
I don't think I gave him a name, so let's give him.
Ezekiel.
I'm okay with Ezekiel if you're okay with Ezekiel.
You want to spell it?
Ezekiel.
Yes. Ezekiel.
Easy.
I don't.
E-Z.
Ezkil. Ezekiel.
I think there's an E in
Ezekiel.
there. I think it's Kiel.
It's a wait. Easy
Ezekiel?
E
That's not how you
K.
spell
What?
Ezekiel.
This is how you spell Ezekiel. Here,
Ah.
it's in
It's
roll 20.
Ezekiel.
Boom.
Ezekiel.
Yeah, see, I was right. I was close. I missed an E in there.
All right, Ezekiel. And that is the.
He's
Go.
the dungeon ration merchant.
Yes. So we're standing in front of him and we're talking. So does anyone need money? Just checking, because I've got some in case someone needs some. And so like I'm just trying to make sure everyone has money to buy what they need. And so I ask around who's got what in case like who needs money pretty much.
And no one speaks up. Apparently, everybody's rich right now.
I'm not anywhere
okay
near
on the
any of
money.
them, so I can't really do any of that. I'm still doing other
Chet
stuff.
Chet kind of speaks and goes, well, he comes back from the taxidermy. He goes, it's ready, Abraham. And he goes,
Yes!
And he goes, money.
Go in.
I could use 20 gold or so. You know, I gotta pay for my own supplies.
I'll
Okay.
hand him 35 gold.
Jan Janssen also goes, I could use some money too. Maybe upgrade my axe.
A good axe. Always trustworthy by a lumberjack
You know
side.
what Abraham
That's
means.
a strong investment.
He
Wait, so-
pounds on his chest.
How much is this axe?
It's
200 gold.
yes. It's completely gold.
It is.
No, but it's
So wait, we have to give him 200 gold.
no.
for-
No, we don't have to.
He's asking for like 20 gold too.
Oh, okay. Well, since Rewix, with like 500 plus, doesn't want to speak up, I'll hand him 20 gold.
Say, if
give-
I'm in this
I'll give-
area now, Ezekiel, do you have a box you can't open?
I do not. I kind of have the keys for my box. He pulls out a gigantic key ring.
Okay.
He goes, but if you want to try, oh, never mind. He goes, I'm good. Don't worry about it.
No, what were you gonna say, my good man?
Nothing. I was going to say if you wanted to try your key on whatever you got, but that was metagaming so hard I decided to not do it.
No, that's you just don't have that.
Right, exactly. That's why I couldn't do it.
Don't have that yet.
No. So that's why I kind of stopped it.
Do you know if there's anything where people have a hard time getting there? Is there a locksmith in town?
Oh, there's the blacksmith. He's one of the merchants. You find him in the bazaar.
All right, I'm gonna go speak with him for a moment. Thank you kindly for your help.
No problem.
And now Soren wanted to do his
Yeah, Soren
stuff.
wants to do his criminal activities.
All right. Should I state what I want before I roll? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want the book I stole from Rubik's. I want to figure out if anyone can translate it for me.
Okay, go ahead and roll your criminal activity roll. I think is it a spout lore?
It's roll 2d6 plus plus charisma.
Okay, and then plus additional 1 for your
Oh, so that's 10 then. Boom!
Okay.
She rolled 2 10s today, ladies and gentlemen.
So you do find someone. You actually literally go down to the cellar of the inn. And that's kind of where they either they're doing their gambling and they're not so above ground type of activities. And you find someone, he goes, "Yeah, I know somebody, but the thing is he doesn't live around here. He's actually over in Falls with our main charter." You go over there, you ask for... I really should put my name generator up. I don't know why I don't have it open right now. He says do ask for...
Ask for Jared.
No, we're not asking
You guys
for
have
Jared.
the most basic names.
We're not asking for Jared. We're going to be...
Come on. Everyone threw out names. I want...
Schmickelheimer is basic.
Schmickelheimer is... Give me a
No,
break.
I mean for people.
Samuel.
Though, you have the most.
No, we already had a
It's
Samuel.
Rewigs. How is that basic?
He's talking about
Fine,
our
ask for
NPC names.
Ask for one-legged Larry. 'Cause
Ooh.
fuck it.
Like,
One-legged
I like that
Larry.
one.
I like that one. That's a
So
thief
wait,
name
wait,
if I've ever heard it.
What town is it in?
Falls. It's the main city.
No,
That's
he
the
just
same
has
city
one
I-
leg, and everyone's a dick, so they just call him one-legged Larry.
that's the same city I need to look for someone to help me, right?
Correct.
For the
This is a
family.
makeshift donkey leg as a crutch.
No, he uses both the donkey legs like that you saw that the
Okay,
The librarian
so
offered
one-legged Larry. I gotta write
Abraham.
that down so I don't forget that.
I made a character, guys, for you.
Book. Okay, so you guys have now... Is there anything else left to do in town, guys, besides Moko with going to the blacksmith?
I don't think so.
I don't know what gear there is, other than, like, what I already have.
It's the standard... If you look in the D20, there's a standard equipment type stuff, but...
I couldn't carry any gear.
Did you...
I could-
Okay,
Yeah, but I don't
Wait,
know
I
what
have-
there is.
so Moko or Abraham, you walk up to the blacksmith merchant. He's sitting there with all of his swords and axes laid out. What do you do?
My good man, I have a wager for you.
You got a
I
wager.
bet you one of those axes. I bet you one of your throwing axes that I can open any door you put in front of me without brute force.
What are you gonna give me if you do?
If I do open the door, well, I don't owe you anything.
Well, what? Wait.
If I fail,
Yeah.
I'll give you. How's 25 feet of rope?
25 feet of rope. And why not? It's a simple bet. I don't lose anything either way.
All right, except an axe.
I ain't losing that axe. We ain't gonna open it anyways. And he pulls up. He actually doesn't have a door, but he's got a lockbox.
Excellent.
That's like full iron. It's got a like 3 locks or 3 different keys on it.
think
I know it doesn't.
the
Only has one.
off of my thing. It says, "I will open this lockbox for you."
He's got the one. Okay.
And what do I have to roll? Do I have to roll anything for this?
No. You go ahead and put the key in. You turn it. It's only got one lock, and it unlocks. And what do you open it? Okay, and you open and lift it up.
And inside is Cinnabons.
Inside is nothing, and the blacksmith looks at you and goes, "Where's all my gold?
Oh boy.
What did you do with it?"
You saw nothing, man. I just opened the box you gave me. That's all I did.
He slams the thing shut, pulls the key out. What is this thing?
It's a key, obviously. Are you blind?
And he takes his own key, puts it in there, opens it, and he opens it up, and all the coins are there.
Okay.
He's like, "What kind of
Magic,
magic
my
trick
friend.
is this?"
Whew.
It's the best kind of magic trick.
And he goes, "Get out! I ain't giving you an axe for that."
Hey, man. A bet's a
You-
bet. Need I go get Kevin?
He looks at you and goes, "There's no need for Kevin." And he gives you an axe.
Excellent.
Get
Is
out!
that what I asked?
Don't come back.
Can he give an axe that wasn't like completely finished? Because I'm just looking at the equipment right now. Could it been like, oh, because he was all annoyed with you, he didn't tell you, but he gave you an awkward axe, and it's like tough to use or something? Because like I'm looking at all these things that could be applied to
All the
weapons,
skills.
It's like
Yeah.
oblong and it's a throwing axe, but it doesn't throw
slow
straight.
or whatever. Like
It's a boomerang.
something that's not like pristine. Because there's no way after what just happened he'd give him one of his best.
Do you think he's going to keep
No,
shitty merchandise
it
around?
doesn't have any bonuses at all. So he just gives.
I
them.
guess.
So it makes a point.
And I look at my key, I'm like, huh, I can have a lot of fun with this.
You don't even know what it does yet. That's the best
Oh,
part.
I don't need to know what it does yet. I'll figure it out on my own.
So that is what you do, and now you kind of have an idea behind what your key does. Now,
I think I know what the key does. I
Slate,
think I know.
Slate. I'm just gonna ask you, Amell. Is there any gear you think I'd want? Because I just looked at the gear and
there's not really a lot. I mean, there's adventuring. Most of like the weird type of stuff is just adventuring gear is a good thing to buy for that reason.
Ooh,
in the dungeon
you want-
gear, because it gives you
you wanna
5
get
uses
a-
of like random shit you can use. If you want more healing stuff, you can buy bandages, or you can buy like poultice and herbs, which they heal
wanna-
for 7. And
You want to get that glove that prevents you from disarming a weapon. So, like, you lock your hand in, and then you can't be like, you fall, and you're like, ugh, but it still stays in your
I'm sure
hand.
that costs.
you could get the.
You just buy a chain.
If you guys are planning on carousing and getting some information and stuff like that in towns from your success of, Rewick's finding the thing and you guys getting back and finding information, you could buy a keg of Dwarven Stout, which gives you a +1 to your carouse roll.
Or
I don't have enough money for that.
It's 10 coins.
Oh, 10 coins? Fuck yeah, let's party.
And it's,
All right,
it's 10 coins. It's 10 coins for the stout, and it's 100 coins to do the carouse in general. And every 100 plus you get an additional +1.
I'm going to buy the thing, whatever. Plus, I have 4 bottles of wine, too, so.
Okay, so you'll get a +1 for that. And then is anybody who's putting up the first 100 gold for this carouse event?
What
you're
exactly
you're
are
having a
you doing?
party in the inn celebrating your accomplishments of finding your staff and.
Oh fuck yeah! I'll throw 100 gold in there.
Can I have my party in my cellar with all my?
You have like all the thieves and shit downstairs throwing darts and playing poker and trying to cheat the entire time. So that is how that works. So you guys that night, you guys are just finishing the night up, and you talk to Carson. You're like, we're throwing a huge party. Let's get it going. And you toss Carson this 100 gold. Anybody else throwing any more gold into this or no? Every 100 more is +1 to your roll.
Okay, so what are the rolls? If you get +10, what happens?
You get on 10 plus, you get to choose 3. On a 7 and 9, you choose the 1. And these are your choices. You befriend a useful NPC. You hear rumors of an opportunity. You gain useful information. You are not entangled, ensorced, or tricked. Those are your 4 options.
Let's just do the 1. Let's not waste too much gold on this.
You also get you'll get 100, and you get and it's 2d6 plus the 1 from your stout, and that's all it would be, the keg. If you throw another 100, it's a +2, which is.
Can I use my wine bottles that I got?
I don't want to include because this is a keg for these people. It's not just fucking 4 wine bottles.
Hey, man, that should give me half a point.
Can we just buy like multiple kegs?
No, I'm only allowing 1 keg. That's just then there would be no point in spending the 100 golds for each additional +1.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Can I play at this? And if I play,
It's not going to give you a bonus.
oh, what?
You're assumed that you're going to be playing anyways, telling tales and whatnot.
Yeah. So no, I think.
I'll give
yeah,
up. I'll give up 100. I'll
Okay.
put in 100 gold.
You fucking cheapskates. All right, so go ahead and who do you want to have to roll this? It's a
I'm gonna
2d6
put in 200 gold.
Okay, so it's
Who's
a
got the highest,
2d6 plus
who's been doing
3.
Who's been doing the highest rolls?
I rolled 2
Uh,
10s today,
I
but I
will
also
roll.
rolled like 2 3s.
Yeah, I've been rolling.
6 plus 3.
3. Oh, I was gonna.
Oh,
Why
my
did you do it?
Lord!
I said,
That
fuck it, I'll roll
is
it. And it did it.
amazing. That is so amazing.
Can we all? Can I get XP for that since I spent 200 gold towards it?
You know, that makes an actual valid argument. I will let you actually roll it. I'm not counting
Ooh.
Bartox. I'm not going to count Abrams. I'm going to let Soren roll because he put the most
Oh
money.
my god.
That makes the most sense.
Boom!
Okay,
So happy.
you now may choose 3 of these. You befriend a useful NPC, you hear rumors of an opportunity, you gain useful information, or you are not entangled in source or trick. You get to pick 3 of those.
You're not
Well, I
tricked,
don't want to
man.
be tricked.
It's in the special moves if you want to actually look them all up. Okay, so
Okay.
you're
So
not
you
entangled.
choose 3 of
Do I
those
get
though.
one
So that's
experience
just
for that shitty roll?
No, you get nothing, Moko.
Come on!
Nothing. Everybody can't stand you at this party because of your role. They don't want to talk to
Okay,
you.
I'm
They don't want
not
to hear any of your
entangled.
shit.
In
Okay, I'm
source,
gonna go
trick.
open random doors with my new little toy key.
You notice it doesn't actually work on any actual doors. Nothing.
I want a hireling. I want to befriend an NPC, and I want to hear rumors. No, I want to gain useful information. There we go for everyone. Team player. Woo.
so useful information.
After
NPC,
you like
and we are not.
murder the
All right,
child.
so we're sitting in the inn. We have the lumberjack just kind of wandering around trying to open all these doors with the key, and not being social at all. So no one's really talking to him. That's actually what's happening. Bardock's sitting there strumming, telling tunes about your, Rewick's adventure and their adventure to Mori City.
I got my legs up on the table and I'm playing and singing.
And then you got Soren down in the basement with all the shady characters. He's playing poker, having fun, making some money. Not actually anybody. He's breaking even by the end of the night, just so you know. He ain't making any coin off this. And and Soren's telling his tales about how he killed a vampire, and this one lumberjack comes up to you. Actually, not even a lumberjack. I lied. It's gonna be it's gonna be another teenage kind of kid, but he seems
It's Otto's brother.
He's got
Little punk.
Ooh, Otto's brother. What is Otto's brother's name? I have my name generator up now.
Actually doing that. Okay.
His name is
Roller.
Toto.
His name is Zone.
Volter.
Otto's.
His- Oh, okay. His name is Zone. Okay, so his name is now Zone. All right. He is. Go ahead and roll me a 1d10.
Oh boy.
All right, please give me a D10, dude. I mean, please give me a 10. Like,
You want a high number.
oh,
No,
All right. That's,
Okay.
that's
No,
not
that's fine.
bad.
That's fine. So, you're going to his cost for. He's like, with what you're doing, that sounds great. If you want, I'll help you out, but you're gonna have to pay me for it. Say you pay me 10 gold a session, or when it's not worth it for me anymore, then I'll join you. And you also gain a +2 loyalty for this guy. So he's going to have 2 loyalty, which means he's more than likely going to do what you want him to do.
Oh yeah. What's the loyalty of Jan and
They're ones.
the other?
They're just +1.
All right.
So he is going to be a burglar. Let's see here. He's going to have a burglar +2. He will have a warrior +3 and a tracker +3.
damn, dude.
Make sure you write all that down. Can
Yep.
you
Goddamn
defend people
lumberjacks.
against?
If it's are you like against creatures and make them do what they don't want to do, kind of thing?
No, like if let's say Zone stepped on a trap, can I defend Zone, do the defend roll, and if I hit it, can I?
Sure.
that.
I can't see why not. Typically, with a burglar, though, they set the traps off. That's how they find traps. So if you defended, sure, and then you would roll... You would suffer the full effects... Or the burglar suffers the full effects, but the players get plus skill against traps and add the burglar's skill to their armor against traps. So he would still take the full effect, but pretty much it just means he needs immediate healing. That's typically what it means. Bandage him,
So he need healing, but I'd get like a buff of what?
armor, which would be... He's a 2 burglar, so you'd get an extra 2 armor for just him being there.
Oh, sick.
I like this.
That's what happens with traps.
5 damage I mitigate.
So like if you like a fall trap, if you fall to the ground, you take armor, you take less damage for it too. Tracker now, as long as it's a less than 3-day trip, you automatically succeed in a perilous journey.
Wait, what's
less-
Janssen's tracking or Chet's tracking or whatever one's the tracker? Aren't they 5 or something?
One was a 3, I think, and that was all he was
Okay.
really for the most part. This was
Yeah.
because you befriended a useful NPC. That's why I gave you the stats he got. So that's why I had you roll the 1d10 to determine how many stats you would get. So I gave you a +2 whenever you rolled, which you rolled, so you got 7 points. And loyalty is just doesn't count towards those points. So 3, or maybe it was no, it's 8 points. That's what it was. So it was +3. And so
then,
you found that, and then you're sitting there, and go ahead if you want. What information do you want to know about? Do you want to know about the pit? Do you want to know about a new area? Do you want to know about maybe some ongoings in the realm?
Can I know
You
about an
could
item that's in my bag?
Sure.
My robe of twine.
Okay, so you pull out this robe of twine. You're running low on money right now during this poker game, and you put the robe of twine down. He goes, "This is what I'm betting. I'm going all in with it." And the person goes, "Let me look at that first." And he pulls it out and looks, and he goes, "Oh, it's one of these. I used to have one of these, but it disappeared off my horse." And he goes, "This is what you do." And he actually starts grabbing the thread and pretty much de-threading this robe. And you're freaking out. And he pulls out like 30 feet of rope and then cuts it. The robe looks completely normal. Like nothing even happened to it. And you now have 30 feet of rope.
I've never run out of rope.
It's just a cool
How much
little...
does that weigh?
It's a one weight,
It weighs-
I think.
yeah.
Or is it a 0? It's
It's 1, I think.
Yeah.
Let me look.
That was actually kind of cool how it was.
No, it's a-
it was thread.
It's a
Yeah.
1, yeah.
So it's a one
So-
weight, yeah, because it's armor.
Does the rope weigh
No,
anything
rope
when I
weighs
pull
nothing.
it off?
No, and you can literally just pull it out. I'm not going to say you can stack a bunch in your character, but when you need, you can literally just unwrap. Here, I'm going to add it to your inventory here. I actually have it written out. Robe of Infinite Twine.
Kind of cool, Amell, by the way. Well, you just-
I've never run out of rope.
This is going to go to Soren. It's now in your journal, and it describes it.
I mean, you will run out of rope at some.
Pretty much, it's the coarse hempen rope seems made from a single strand of twine. When you are wearing the robe, you can draw 30 feet of twine or 10 feet of rope by pulling at the rope for 10 seconds or so. Twine or rope drawn from the robe remains connected until cut or torn, but is treated as common material rather than part of a magic item. Pieces removed become normal twine or rope.
Okay.
And that is now in your handouts. So that is what the information you find out about. So you guys are sitting around, and at one point Soren makes back his money. He actually pulls like a royal flush on that because he cheated and he already had the card sitting in his hand. And you're all now upstairs hanging out, drinking. Carson's laughing, joking with you guys, and you decide that you need to figure out what you're gonna do next. Go on.
Well,
Good.
thank you, Bartok. I personally need to head to the main city over there, see if someone can help me out with this crest that's on the necklace.
I have this strange feeling like a lot of us need to go to the main city.
I don't need to go to the main city. As I thumb my
That's a
nose at
lot.
everybody.
Wait, am I with them or am I still in my cellar trying to win coin?
You're back upstairs now with
Okay.
everybody. This is after the game. This is kind of when it's starting to wind down a bit. Everybody, you've had everybody cheering glasses to your guys' triumph. You got Rewix at one point like having a snake crawl off of this thing and stat
Is everyone still
transforms.
here and drinking though?
Yeah, everybody's just
Because-
hanging out.
okay,
Everybody's
everyone's
just having a party right now. Everybody's drinking. There's some
Everyone's still
drunks.
here.
Everyone's having a
wanna
good time.
stand
There's
up.
been a couple bar fights.
Nice.
I want to stand
Okay.
and I want to bang on the table with my mug and raise it and say in the name and honor of, and then I
Max.
say the dead people's names that died on
Schmuck
Otto
tower.
and Samuel and Maximus and Parker, who no one knows who that is.
and so I just say all their names and
The
say,
beautiful Miss Parker.
May they be remembered forever.
we drink.
Yes.
And so that,
And you know, yeah, everybody just gulps it down. So
I
that-
guess
Okay.
real quick, Aaron, my character is getting bored, so it's going to go somewhere else.
You're not going to discuss with where to go next.
No, whatever they do is fine by me.
Okay.
My character doesn't have anywhere to be.
Okay, so you wander off.
Okay, I'm gonna wander off around town. Just gonna
Falls into
wander
a
around.
hole.
Just don't burn
Oh.
down the
Well,
town.
go ahead and roll me just a divide danger with whatever stat you want. I just want to see if anything happens.
while he's doing that, so yeah, we all need to go to the town for different reasons of our own.
Damn.
You know,
Okay, at one point, you're walking down an alley, and out of nowhere, a vampire just goes, "This is for the White Wolf," and comes to like claw at you, and you're already prepared. You know he's been following you for like a block, so you have your like stake. You have a stake. Is the back of your axe like pointed so you can stab him with like that? Or how do you kill vampires besides using your axe? Because I know
I just use my axe to cut their heads off.
okay. So as he's coming, you just literally just grab your axe and just swing it backwards and just slice his head right off, and he falls over dead.
Is there anything on him?
No, he turned to ash.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna collect ashes.
Okay,
and-
so you get another vial of ashes. That's fine. And
make
that's
his head.
yeah, just it's
Where's
silver.
he getting
It's,
the
it's,
vial?
He's a pile of
who
ash.
cares? He just has vials. I'm
Now is he
acceptable of this.
covered in ash because the thing was running at him and he chopped off its head? Is he just now covered in ash?
No, it just falls directly to the ground. There's no wind.
It's like
Is it-
in the movies where it just goes foof.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's more closer to dirt than it is like dust. So, and you just
Not
keep
that
walking,
funny.
and nothing really else happens to you for the rest of the night, Abraham. So the rest of the group,
he
what
just
do you guys?
casually keeps going. Like
Yep.
that was
It's like-
just nothing.
It was just another day.
So what do you guys wish to do? You three are discussing what your plans are.
I'd like
Yeah,
to
I'd
go
like
to
to go to
Corfall.
Cool.
Why there?
I have business to attend.
I can understand that.
That's very vague. I got business.
That-
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know that he's backstabbed people before, so when he says business, I don't want to get involved with that kind of business, but I know he's gonna go there no matter what. So like I said, I asked him, how far away is it?
I don't actually know how far Corfalls is.
Do you know what direction it's in?
We have trackers. Out of character.
This is the
I don't
main.
know.
This is the main city, so you guys are aware of where it's located at
Oh,
in the map. It's
Oh.
to the east.
Past the pit?
No,
oh, boo.
you- it is not past the pit. You know, Coal Falls is like a stop on the way to the pit.
So yeah, you go there. We all have some business to attend to there. And then I look around and I don't see Abraham. Well, maybe most of us.
We better go find him before he burns down the town.
Yeah, I say yeah.
Okay, so they go.
All right. Well, this is happening. I guess I gotta burn down the town. It's lore now. I'm gonna start burning down the town.
And
You are not.
you, for some reason, cannot light your torch, and you can't figure out why.
I was gonna burn down the inn that they were.
And then you're
staying
like,
at.
if only I still had that candle that never went out.
Oh,
You
snap.
said that was the magical candle.
I did. It doesn't burn.
See, yeah, there.
Doesn't
I knew
burn,
that.
but the flames
Why you
do
saying it?
spread. Like the flames don't hurt, but they will like spread,
They
and
emanate
there's
the
just
cold light.
fake fire everywhere.
Okay.
It like doesn't burn anything. It's just there. Wait, how do
And
you
they
put it
can't-
out then?
Yeah,
You
you can't get
don't.
rid of it. It's just on fire all the time, and they're gonna change the name from Everfire to Everfire.
Nice. That's horrible. All right, so you guys have decided you're going to be going to Coal Falls first. That's the first plan of action. So the rest of the night goes. You know, you all party. You all fall asleep. Some fall asleep upstairs in their beds. Others fall asleep drunk on the tables. But you all end up with a good night rest, and you're healed back to full HP. Since that's what I'm considering this at this point.
Does freaking Ezekiel or whatever
Ezekiel?
it was,
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, do I get to stay at his home again?
Sure, if you can make it back. To, if you can
You're
make
like
it
a
back to being
wasted
drunk.
dog.
Everybody
Oh,
buys
yeah,
the
I
bard's
guess so.
drinks. You're probably one of the ones passed out on the table.
All right, that's
Yeah,
fine then.
no, Bartok, you little weakling.
Yeah, Rewix
Oh, soft.
drank at least double what Bartok did because he's an old man and is built up a tolerance to alcohol. And not to mention,
Oh.
he uses magic to make it disappear sometimes.
Yeah,
Okay,
magic.
so you guys are now going. You're all up in the morning. You're getting ready to leave. If you want, please decide who's your tracker, your quartermaster, and your scout.
Well, the
I'm
tracker.
gonna rid myself from
Scout
all these
zone.
souls.
Wait, I thought Zone was a tracker, not a scout.
Isn't it the same thing?
Trailblazer, Scout, and Quartermaster. Sorry.
Well, we could have Jan Janssen Trailblaze, and
This I think actually might be more than 3 days.
we can have Zone Scout.
I could be the Trailblazer.
Yeah, it's more than 3 days. It's a 4-day trip.
What do these rolls go off of?
Wisdom.
Will. Or
So
wisdom.
could we make it to the 4th day with our NPCs? Like get through
It's
3
journey,
days
right?
with them?
Chet looks at you though. Abraham in the morning goes, I would like to join you on another quest, but my group here needs me. I must keep them all in shape. You understand, Abraham?
I understand.
Jan goes, yes, he may leave, but I am going to join you still. And he continues on traveling with you guys.
You always appreciate it, Jan.
What was his cost, by the way, Moko?
Who?
Jan Janssen.
I think he wanted to do it for the thrill.
Maybe.
He wanted to do it for like Bar
Fame
Talk
and
telling
glory.
stories about him.
Yeah, he wanted to be. Here we go.
Glory.
Yeah, Jan Jansen's fame and glory, and he was in the story when I sang about what we did
Right.
with the vampires. and
I
stuff.
rolled Quartermaster, by the way. Because nobody said anything, so I just took
Alright.
the roll.
So, you perform the job expected. You guys consume 4 rations on the trip. Who is going to... We have a Trailblazer. You reduce the amount of time.
Sick.
So you actually take 1 less day. So it's going to take you only 3 dungeon rations. And I need a Scout.
Someone roll it.
I'll roll it. Hold on.
Or relay.
Wait, if it takes us 1 less day,
Wait, can we have
so
one
it's
of the
3
people we have
days.
do it?
Yeah, so it's 3
Yeah.
days. So can Zone Scout?
I was about to say King Zone Scout.
Because he's a burglar, like he has trap, like
No, I'm not allowing it. It's only because
Expertise.
of the Trailblazer that caused it to be 3 days. So no. Normally it's a 4-day journey. So 4. You'll start any trouble quick enough to let you get the drop on it. Okay. So, as you guys are traveling, you make your way down the road, and you see an older man sitting in the road. He's got dirty clothes on, and he seems like a homemade crown, like on his head. He sees you, he hops up and says, "Please, sir, could you spare some food for a fellow highwayman? For gold, I'll guide you to wherever you need to go." What do you
Is
guys
this the guy that
I think
named the
the
tower?
dungeon ration.
I'm sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear both of you.
I was gonna take the dungeon ration out of my bag and just give it to him and say, "Enjoy."
Okay, and what were you saying, Tim?
I was gonna say, is this the guy that named the Tower of Schmickle?
No, the Tower of the Schmickelheimer Tower was created over 200 years ago by some idiot named Schmickel.
the Schmickelheimer Tower.
Yep. So, and as you go up to give him food, because of Rewix, you see this as Moko's starting to walk up and give him food. You peer out of the side, you see a flicker of light. What do you do?
Abraham, hold on.
As you say, "Hold on," bandits jump out of the woods, and they surround you from the back and the front. There's nowhere for you to run.
By their attire, are these bandits? Do we know them? Like, are they a gang or are they just?
They
Are-
look.
yeah,
They just look like a
or
group
they-
of people. And the one with the crown stands up and goes, "I'll be taking that dungeon ration, sir, and everything else you have. Now hand it over."
Over my cold dead body, you will.
And he goes,
At
"That
this
can,
point,
that
now-
can be arranged."
Wait, how many of them are there?
My axe. Just be like, to lock
There
his head off.
is 8 of them, plus
At
the
this-
guy.
I'll cut his
At
head
this
off in
point,
one
I summon my staff and make sure all the bandits can see it.
All right, so your hand it slithers around and appears. Boom. Okay, so you have your staff out now. Doesn't impede them at all. And then the guy with the crown goes, "That'll look nicely with my crown."
Wait, he has a
Well,
gun?
like,
What?
He's got a crown.
no,
Oh,
Crown.
I thought he said gun.
Can I-
I'm like,
can I-
what?
No.
I go nicely with my gun. Boom.
He
You're
has
dead.
like a blunderbuss.
Okay, so he goes over to Cold Dead. He goes, "That can be arranged," and pulls out his dagger, and they all start charging in at you guys. There's 4 behind.
I was going to attack his head when I was saying that. Like over my cold dead body as I swing my axe at his neck.
Well, he's prepared for it, so go ahead and roll just a hack and slash, just fine actually. We'll
Alright,
see. We'll
here
see
we
what
go.
happens. That's a new roll. 5.
all of a sudden,
You swing
he-
over my cold dead body. You swing, and he just like leans back slightly and goes, "That can be ranged." Pulls out his dagger and stabs you in the gut. Go ahead and roll a d5.
Now, mind you, as soon as Abraham said "over my cold dead body," some intense
point,
background music kicked in. Yes, and I
No,
buffed
like-
him for 1d4.
Lol.
And you what for him?
I buffed him with 1d4, but he missed the roll anyway.
Right. Okay,
He still
so
has
it's
that buff.
What? How did
That,
this
right?
get over here?
no, it's only for
I don't
that.
want this
It's only
one.
it's only forward, so it's only the next attack he would have done.
Wait, what does a
That's
7 to 9
I
do
can
with
still
the
get the
roll?
next one.
Do you buff like an enemy as well?
Ooh.
He chooses.
It reverberates to the man in front of Moko along with him, so he also gets a
Oh,
1d4 on his next hit. He's taking 4 damage. Boom. So -4.
Yeah, like I said,
No, I'm taking 1 damage because I have 3 armor.
Nice.
Wait.
Cool. So you get stabbed, and it kind of pokes in, but it only kind of like nicks your skin, and he pulls back out. And then at this point, they all charge in. We have 2 going for Soren, 2 going for Rewix, 2 going for Bardock, and 1 more additionally charging towards you, Abraham. But that one's not going to hit you yet. So, you 3, what do you do?
Wait, what's...
There's
I need
Who's
to...
you three?
There's
I need to
2
look this thing
bandits
up.
with each one like a knife and club that is charging
What
you
does a
guys.
warrior do?
Warrior gives you
Okay.
additional damage when you roll, when you
You
hit.
say 3, as in like Rewix, Bartok, and Soren.
Yes, all 3 of you.
All right, I'm definitely going to use Metal Hurlant.
Okay. So you
They're
buff.
close together, right?
There's 2 charging at you, so you could hit. I would say you'd be able to hit the 2 that are coming for you specifically.
Yes. Okay. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Does Metal Hurling hit more than one person?
I don't
Damage-wise?
know. I don't
I
think
don't
so.
Depending on how you roll, I'll allow you to knock at least 1 additional back, but you may not deal damage to it. The additional one.
Here we go. Oh yeah.
So, you shout with Great Force, play a shattering note, choose target plus con. Target takes 1d10 damage and is deafened for a few minutes. You still damage
Damn.
and choose an additional nearby. If you would have rolled a 7 to 9, it might have hit him. So you deal 9 damage to one bandit, and the other one, it's blasted. The other one's actually falling behind it. And this thing just shreds off its clothing, like its clothing armor just starts peeling off, and literally the skin off his hands start falling, and he just collapses to the ground dead as he gets knocked backwards into the other guy, and the other guy gets pushed back a little bit. So you have a reprieve from that one coming to attack you. Soren,
Yeah,
those
so-
2 are charging you. What do you do?
I can't even roleplay how it happened.
Go
Whatever.
ahead,
Fine.
if you want. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as soon as they start charging, I bunker down. I put the loot to the side and just scream at them. Well, not scream, but yell with like this very low, loud yell just comes out of nowhere and just straight at them both. Like everyone around, like it's really loud, and they can all see this guy like dissolving from my shout.
Wait, I don't think I can imagine it. Can you give me that loud yell real quick? I need to...
Woo!
Yeah.
No, he said it was really low.
Yeah, I said it was low.
Like something you wouldn't hear out of Bartok.
Right.
Oh, here, hold on, I can get it. Hold on.
It's like death metal screeching.
Yes, exactly. Death metal screeching. Okay, so Soren, these 2 are charging at you. What are you going to do?
Unsheath my dagger and short sword. Here
you go, Bartok. Hold on. I got it.
And
He's gonna play soundbite or something. One sec.
Jesus Christ!
That was actually almost painful. Thank God my head went that much louder. All right, so Soren, you pull him out, and what do you do? You pull it out, and what do you
Is
do?
Zone already assisting me, or do I need to call for his assistance?
You will roleplay how he's assisting you. So, like, if you're going, Soren, you cover that one, and I'll get this one, or something like that, or attack this one with me, something like that. Or describe what he does to help
Can
you.
he attack a different
He-
one?
Yes, but you're only going to deal. He's just going to be like defending that one while you both
Okay.
you add his damage to whatever one you attack.
He's gonna keep you busy.
Kind of in a sense.
I'm so glad I hit that roll. I've hit so many 10s and up today.
So Soren, what are you doing? Are you attacking with him, or how are you gonna make him assist you?
I don't want him to die, so I don't want to attack with him yet.
Well, you have to understand that NPCs don't necessarily have HP. They die based off of your choices. Having him assist you is not going to get him killed.
Oh, okay.
He may take damage because they do take the brunt of it instead of you when they attack with you, but that doesn't mean I'm going to kill him in the first stab unless they deal like massive amounts of damage.
They crit.
Right.
Okay.
And yours is probably one of the stronger ones out of the group, so I don't think he's going to die.
Yeah, I thought he was like a kid though.
He is, but he still has one of the most stats out of the group.
Nice.
Zone running next to you while you charge at them with your short sword, and he's not even running in a straight line. He has enough speed and dexterity to be dashing left
He's
and right.
zigzagging.
Yeah, zigzagging, and he's keeping up with you.
Exactly. So roll, if you're going to attack, roll your hack and slash.
I'm gonna zone distract the one on the right while I
Stupid dog. While you attack the
attack
other
the
one.
one on the left.
Alright, so go ahead and roll your hack and slash.
Yeah.
7. So
Wait, don't I get plus? Oh wait, doesn't matter. He's not plus. He's 2
right.
warrior.
He does deal damage, so you'll roll you'll get a plus
okay.
on the damage on it.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
So go ahead and roll your damage and add a +2 to it.
I believe in you.
8.
Nice.
So how are you killing this first bandit?
I'm gonna take my short sword and slice at his throat.
Okay, so this one comes in, he stabs towards you. Actually, I want to make sure something on the hirelings really fast before I actually describe this.
By the way, side note, I hate the idea of throat cutting. It gives me chills.
You can just
Dude, why?
stab
Just
at it.
watching someone's head just like it's like, and then
No.
there's like blood squirting out and like a fountain of just.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about actually just like cutting their throat
sorry.
open. It's like,
That's like the best thing to do with a sword if you're gonna kill someone. Go for the jugular.
Stop.
Okay.
I know you're freaking.
Okay, so you come up and you just you stab him in the neck. Does that make you feel better?
I mean, you can do
Oh.
whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather stab him in the chest then. Aim for his heart.
I would say you stab him in the neck and you just pull it out and blood just splurts. That's kind of what I was going with. But if you want to stab him,
Covered
just
in blood.
okay. Well, that's why I was saying to the side. So you can kill him how you want. Which if you want to throw it's fine because Tim doesn't mind that much. But while this is happening, Zone's dashing back and forth, and the thief gets a good stab and swipes at him, and it just kind of cuts into his armor, and he's like ah. And at the same point though, Rewix, they're coming at you. What do you do? There's 2 coming towards you, Rewix.
All right.
Daggers out, getting ready to stab towards you.
I'm gonna throw a magic missile at the closest one.
Alright, go ahead and roll your cast a spell.
And then because you didn't use one of the lumberjacks we had with us, the other guy slices you in the throat.
Ah, and he's dead because of you, Rewix. No, but okay. So you have to make a choice. Are you going to forget the spell, take a -1 ongoing, or put yourself in danger?
I'll put myself in danger. I got full health.
Okay. So go
Critical
ahead
damage.
and roll your damage.
Yeah, the bandits do 1d15.
Wait, what's Janssen's stats?
Janssen is a.
No,
I have
Johnson
him.
left.
No, Janssen's still there. Chet left. Janssen is a 2 protector, 2 warrior.
Oh,
So you take your. We'll describe how you kill this. Oh no, you don't kill it. Sorry, you take
Attack-
your
Spending
magic
and
missile and you blast into this bandit that's coming at you. Both of them are coming, but you didn't have enough time to react to the second one. So it hits, and he kind of knocks it away at the same time, deflecting some of the damage. And he's pretty bloody, but he's up. And they both stab it right into your chest. Go ahead and roll a D5 plus 1.
D5.
1d5 plus 1.
Yeah, plus
That's
1.
like nothing for a double
Plus
stab to the
1.
chest.
So
You
I
take
take 4
five.
because I got one
Alright,
armor.
So you take 4 damage. Cool.
Use the NPC.
Yeah, that's what I was whispering.
It's his own fault. He didn't do it. It's too late. So, Abraham, you see Rewix. Oh, also Rewix. That other bandit that was going for Abraham saw you cast the magic missile and decides to come towards you. No, he's pretty something dangerous. Never mind. Yeah, no, it still does it. I lied. So you now have 3 coming towards Rewix.
Oh,
And
boy.
Abraham, the one with the crown, just kind of laughs as he stabs that dagger into your gut, pulls it out, and he's going for another strike on the side of your chest. What
Okay.
do you do?
I'm going to pick him up by his throat,
Okay.
take
And-
off his crown, put it on my head, and say, "I'm the king now, baby," as I crush his larynx.
Roll. Go ahead.
What am I rolling?
Hack and slash. You might not have heard.
Roll a normal slash. Do it.
8. So you go, you pick them up. Actually, roll your damage first. Are you? Yeah, go and roll your damage. Let me see what damage you do.
Didn't do enough here, but.
Fuck you,
Oh,
Butch.
So
his hands do
you grab him
damage.
in the air. You grab the crown, but as you do, he takes his dagger and just jacks it right into you just a couple times. Just stab, stab, stab. Go ahead and take a D5.
Friend, it's not his hands. Technically using his axe right now because that's like his main weapon. It's just more fun to describe
You,
different.
you can role play out. You're whatever any way you deal damage.
I
So
laugh at his damage.
As it just
I laugh at him as it
pokes.
does nothing.
it just pokes right into the chest, but he can't get through it. And he's struggling, and then you just crush. And his neck kind of turns to the side a little bit, and he falls down.
I took the king. I took this crown and said, "I'm the king now, baby."
Woo! Okay, so you now have this crown on your head, and it is now Soren. They the one you saw stab at Zone and kind of rip his armor is still fighting with him. What are you doing to assist him?
I'm gonna get behind him for a backstab and
Okay, he's not surprised or defenseless, so I don't think you actually get the actual backstab skill.
boo.
Where are we on the map, by the way? Like, can we move?
Yeah, I'll
I think we're like right here. Why am I not? Why is my ping not ping?
You're like right.
there we
Here.
go.
We're like middle
You
of
have
him.
to hold it down.
I did hold it down. I was just in pan and not.
I got
click.
it. I moved you guys over to. You guys can see the part of Kofall starting. You're like middle of the way here.
Like,
So,
All right,
You-
then I'll throw a dagger
okay,
Try
so
to-
you're just
you're,
go ahead
Alright.
and
right in
your
the center mass.
dagger while Zone is fighting this to see what happens. 7. So please pick one of those. One of your options for volley.
I'll put myself in danger.
Okay, so you put yourself in danger. So when you do this,
Zone
It's-
help him with this attack? I know he didn't say anything, but Zone is fighting him. So
right? Yeah,
does he get-
I will allow because I asked him how he assisted Zone. So you can go ahead and roll your damage.
Plus Zone's extra.
Okay.
Damn.
So you throw this dagger, but the thief sees the same time that you're doing that, so he actually dodges one of Zone's attacks and whips the dagger right back at you at the same time. Go ahead and roll a d5.
If it's low, this is going to be the best session ever. But so far,
4.
3
You take-
damage.
You take 3 damage and cool. Boom. Okay. So
laughs at
and your dagger hits him square in the chest, and he gets sent back a little bit because how hard it hit him, and he falls to the ground gasping and then slowly dies. Zung goes, I'm trying to say, I haven't decided on his voice. He was like, "That's a great shot, thanks." And then he starts running off towards whatever else is alive.
right.
Rewix, you
so
now
now
have.
it's
Actually,
it's 3 Ricks again?
I was at
Bartok's
Rewix.
get-
I was at Rewix go
Bartok
this
get
time
ignored.
only because there's not actually a turnover. I'm just gonna go to Rewix because he's got 3 guys on him right now.
It's fine, that's fine.
Oh, I do, huh? Okay.
We have one charge agent that was supposed to be going for Abraham, but he saw the magic. So there's 2 that are literally fighting you in close combat right now. Where one's running towards you, and they're both going for another stab. One's going for the head, one's going for the belly. What do you do?
I defend Rewix.
Okay,
I scream at Jan. Help Rewix. Help the old man.
All right, Bartok, you are in combat with one. Oh no, you set them back,
Oh,
so
am I
that's fine.
still?
No, you knocked him backwards, so he's far enough away where you can start running towards Rewix. So go ahead and roll your defend.
Alright. Because this defend thing is actually really useful if you can
Mhm.
nail. Alright, here we go. +1. Damn it! No,
6.
I
So
XP.
you think you're far enough away from that bandit as
That
you're
bandit
running,
really
and
isn't.
he actually just grabs his dagger and just whips it at you because he already has a club in his other hand. So please take a d5 damage.
No!
5. Boom. You're
That
done.
Well, I have only 1 armor, correct? I don't get any bonuses from anything.
Correct. So actually, that's
Okay, I take 4 damage.
so okay. So Rewix, these 3 are coming at you. You see Bartok trying to come help you out. He's just charging for you. What does anybody do?
Then I get hit by a deck.
Wait, who do what?
What does anybody do right now? I'm
I'm
asking.
gonna throw the guy.
I
with my
yelled at
hand
Jan to
at
help.
one of the
Shit, my
bandits.
HP is not 17. It is 19, by the way.
Okay, so we'll add
Damn,
2 more.
son.
So +2 on.
I
So,
screamed
yeah.
at Jan to go help the old.
I'm
frail-
gonna talk to
Smelly-o.
my staff and ask it for some help here.
Okay, you're asking your staff for help. Give me a.
I wanna
I'm gonna have you
throw
defy
her.
danger for it.
Okay.
Go
wanna
ahead
throw-
and use like your wisdom and use your intellect. 'Cause that's your highest stat, correct?
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine for this situation.
While he's doing this, I actually want to throw the bandit leader I just killed at one of the other bandits.
You want to
You're
throw?
gonna
Okay,
hack and slash that?
I'm gonna throw the body and just be like,
that's actually a volley, but let me go ahead and find out what his staff
Damage
is going.
is?
His staff's going to do. Okay, so your snake.
I can't click
Okay,
on that.
so you ask it for help, and as you do, it transforms again in your hand into an actual snake and slithers down your body and goes to bite at one of the bandits without them noticing. You have a choice. You have a 7-9. You can choose one of these. You can deal your damage, and the snake then turns back into a staff on the ground, or you can paralyze one of them, but it's going to take some time before it actually takes effect.
If I paralyze them, does the snake come back to me?
No, it's still a snake.
It's.
But you don't deal damage. Does he still deal his
He will
damage?
not deal his damage. It will paralyze, but
What's
it will
the
take time.
damage?
Your damage is your normal damage plus. Actually, it's just your normal damage, so it's a D4. It's your normal hack and slash damage.
Oh.
How long would he be paralyzed for?
That
Like,
depends.
for
And
the rest
also,
of the
it's
fight?
going to take effect. It's not going to affect him this round, so he'll still get his attack in.
True.
Moko, go ahead and roll your volley on the one that's running towards him right now.
sweet. And as I'm throwing him, I want to say, bow to the king, baby.
I thought it was Hail to the King.
Please pick one of the options. You cannot use additional ammo since you only have one body to throw. So
I throw
you
another
can-
body with.
You can put yourself in danger, or you can. What else can you do here?
Doesn't he take
Oh, yeah,
like
but
it minuses the damage?
Oh yeah, minus 1d6 on the damage.
If
Minus
the snake
1d6
does.
on the damage. I'll take minus 1d6 on the damage.
Okay, so roll your damage minus 1d6.
If the snake does its damage, does he get paralyzed right away?
No. If you
Suck
rolled
it, bitches.
higher, it could have.
I'm using a body as a weapon.
It never deals.
Wow.
If you always have a choice of either dealing damage or paralyzing with the snake. Depending on how you roll, will depend on whether or not it takes effect immediately or wouldn't take effect immediately on the or on the paralysis.
Hmm.
I did 4 damage. by the way.
back-
Four damage, okay.
I don't know which one I hit, but I just
You
threw
hit
at
the
you
one
here.
that was running from you, so that's fine. I already have him. So this one gets smacked and kind of topples over, and he's starting to get back up, and then he turns and looks at Abraham. And
I'm wearing the crown, baby.
And Rivix, what is your snake doing? You must choose now. I'm gonna start dealing.
He's
with
gonna paralyze him.
All right, so it bites, and this bandit's stabbing at you, and and the snake just is pretty much sucked onto his like
Base.
ankle. His ankle. No, it's on his ankle. It went down on the ground. So you're still going to take a D5 plus 1 because both these bandits are stabbing at you when this happens.
Sure.
Is Jan not protecting him?
Yon is, but that will be
Wouldn't that be 2d5 if 2 bandits were attacking you?
no. It's for each additional enemy that's attacking you, you take the highest damage roll it has from any
then
of the creatures,
+1,
and
got
then
it.
+1 for each additional creature.
Got it.
Unless I'm splitting them up like I have been.
4
So-
again.
You take 4 damage. Alright, so you take this hit, your snake bites it, and as it bites, it screams, and this guy just kind of falls over, unable to move, and his eyes are just shifting back and forth. Jan does defend you, so you actually take 2 less damage on that, because he dives in and he blocks one of the hits.
Okay.
So you're actually at 10 HP. 10, boom. And Jan now has 1 less armor, so he only has 1 he can use at this point.
Okay, so back to Bartok.
Bartok,
What happened? Did I
you
trip?
didn't
or
trip.
is my
You
attention
literally,
now on
you just
him?
literally had a dagger get thrown and hit you in the back. What do you? What action are you going to do?
Okay. So, mind you, this guy just threw a dagger at the guy that made his friend next to him melt. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
He's getting
so
revenge.
I turn around and I yank the dagger out of my back and throw it to the ground and walk slowly.
Defy danger so you don't hit your foot.
Are you
I'm
kidding?
joking. Joking.
You said that so quick. I was like, wait, is he kidding?
Wait, let's see how well he rolls, and then he ends up hitting his foot.
No, that's way too cool.
You could get XP.
No, go. You don't hit your foot. It was just funny.
I think you should have done it.
Could have got XP, bro.
So, and you throw the dagger to the ground, and what do you do?
I could try Metal Hurlant again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your plus your Constitution if you're going to do so.
Challenge him to a knife-edge death match.
All right. Depending on what happens here. Ooh. Okay, so this is gonna reverberate
Yep.
to another target.
Go ahead and roll your damage for me.
All right. Now, while I'm slowly walking up to him, I grin evilly because I'm enjoying using this Metal Hurlant thing that I've learned.
And D10. 4. So you're smiling at him, and you're like, "Bah," and you just do it, but the pitch you hit this time actually reverberates in your own ears,
Ooh.
and you take D4 damage along with it, and you're also deaf for a few minutes.
Ooh, he can't hear anything.
And this thief gets knocked back a little ways. Not
Fine.
too far.
Health. I take.
Your armor does absorb some of this, just so you know.
Oh, does it?
It does.
How does it absorb things that go into
It
his
doesn't.
ear
It does
balls?
not specify it ignores
His
armor, so
ear
it does
balls?
not ignore armor.
Yeah, ear balls.
Because
All
it's
right.
more like sound waves like blasting into you, and the noise just deafens you.
I mean, put into logic, I've actually learned a bunch. Like a Futhro Da from Skyrim would literally, you wouldn't even get to the third word. You'd kill yourself and then rip a hole in the universe and shit. But anyway, I took 3 damage.
Okay, so you took 3.
And he's just knocked
And
back
he
a little
gets
bit again.
knocked back. His ears are a little bloody, but he's charging right back towards you. How many? Let's see. Soren, you've killed
I
your
killed both
2.
of them.
Rewick still has 2 on him because he's horrible at this, but one's paralyzed. Abraham bashed a guy with one. So Abraham, that one you threw
Yes.
the captain's body at comes just running. You scream like, "No, Dad!" What do you do?
Is he running towards that body or running?
He's running towards you with his dagger out, like just screaming. Tears are coming out of his
crying?
eyes. He's crying.
Yeah.
He's crying.
He's crying. You just killed his dad.
All right. So as he comes back at me, I'm gonna roll onto my back, take my foot, and like lop him over me. So like I'm gonna be like.
Are you trying to deal
Into
damage to
the
him, or
fire.
just kind of like disarm him?
Disarm, deflect, /throw.
Okay, go ahead and do a defy danger with strength, since you're powering through the attack.
Rolls onto his back into a hole.
Okay, you can roll him over you, but you're going to take damage if you do so. He's going to get a strike with his dagger.
Okay.
Or
I'll
you
take
can,
that.
Okay, I say, or you can just dodge out of the way and he just runs by you.
He's got so much armor, he does not care.
All
I don't
right,
give a
go
fuck.
ahead and roll a
Fuck's are given.
D5. As this child with tears is like getting thrown over yourself, and he's like,
Make it a 1d5 plus 1 because
you
of
take 2 then,
vengeance.
right? Or you take 1.
Because of
I
vengeance.
take 1.
Okay, so you take 1, and he just kind of topples over, laying on the ground. Dagger falls out, and he's just kind of sitting there crying at this point. Okay, and Rewix, these two are one's paralyzed, and he looks down, and he just drops his dagger, starts running away. He's just taking off. He's done. What do you do?
Can my snake bite him too?
Go ahead and
Roll defy danger.
yeah, do your defy danger for Dex, and if you do, then you roll plus your int for the attack with the snake.
Okay.
We're gonna see if it can catch up to it.
The defy danger with Dex is you picking up the snake and throwing it at him.
I'll allow that if you wish. So
Ooh, it's a 6.
your snake, you tell your snake to charge after it, and it just looks at you like, "Why are you trying to kill someone who's given up already?" And he bites you instead.
Oh,
rip.
fucker. I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just trying to paralyze him.
It looks at you like you wanted to kill it because it's already given up and running. So it bites you, and you now fall over paralyzed also.
I reach for my last throwing dagger and just hurl it at the thief that's running, or the highwayman.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a volley, and then the snake speaks to you in your mind. Erickson goes, "We do not harm those that have given up." Okay,
I'm
deal your
good at
damage.
pressing buttons.
Roll your damage.
Today is your day, Soren. You should make sure you remember this day.
4. So you hit him, and he kind of tumbles, but he's still running. What do you guys do? The one, actually, Bartok, that one sees the other guy running. He starts taking off running the other way, too. He's done. They're gone. They're running. So Bartok, they're running away. They're scattering at this point. The one still laying on the ground by Abraham, just kind of like pouting, and those two are just running for their lives.
I'm gonna go walk over.
There
to him,
is
by
one.
the way.
There is one that's also paralyzed on the ground next to Rewix, who's also paralyzed.
I'd suggest not killing him, because information. But, shit, what do I want to do? Well, I'm not going to use Metal Hurling again. I could chase after him. He did fucking hit me in the back with the dagger. So,
Why don't you take the dagger out of your back and throw it at him?
Well, it's in the ground now.
Right, pick it up and throw it at him.
pick it up and throw it at him. My dex rolls aren't the greatest.
So what is for fun? He's running away. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
The snake bites you.
It's out of the sky. It's just out here.
All right, here we go. Volley.
8. So you can put yourself in danger, take a minus 1d6, or expend additional ammo, which you only have 1 ammo.
Put yourself in danger. What danger could it be? I want to know.
Ruix, Snake hates all of us and bites all of us, and we're all paralyzed.
You want to
Whatever.
find out what danger?
Yep.
I want to find
Go
out.
ahead and roll. Or go ahead and what are you doing? Put yourself in danger or what?
I mean, let me roll the damage first. Roll 1d6.
D6, I believe, is what you do. Yeah.
Oh, that was a D5 because it was a
No,
dagger that threw
it's
him.
his damage he's throwing for now, not for the.
I keep losing my damage 1d6.
Yeah, it's a D6.
All right.
So
Take-
it gets hit, and the thief goes. He grabs the dagger and goes, "Thanks," and he just keeps running.
Okay, can I throw my non-throwing dagger and take like -1 to my volley?
No, you can throw your normal. You can just throw your normal dagger if you really wanted to. There's still one running from you, Soren, and there's one running from Bartok in opposite ways.
Yeah, I'm throwing it at the one that I've already thrown my actual throwing dagger at.
Okay.
Running from me is bleeding from the ears with a dagger in his back.
So what do you do?
Put myself in danger?
Okay, so you're not really familiar. This is for both of you. You neither of you are really familiar with throwing these daggers. You're not used to using it that way, and you both cut your hands when you do it. So you deal whatever damage you took is what you deal to them is what you take also.
I'm okay
So I
with this.
said-
You took yeah.
Oh my lord!
You take 1 damage, and this
I take
No,
0
he's-
damage. I have armor.
and it hits the thief, and it just kind of bounces off of him. And you see like a small little cut, and he just keeps going. And these guys are now out. They're way too far since nobody's chased them down.
Oh,
There's still the paralyzed one that's down next to Rewix, who's also paralyzed, and there's the one that's crying.
I'm dealing with the one that's crying.
What
I
just
told you I was
happened
walking
there? That
over.
was weird.
quote unquote dealing.
Please don't.
Yeah,
So,
don't worry about it.
We will have Abraham. Abraham, you walk up to this younger kid. Maybe he looks
Is he
maybe
just
like
crying on the ground?
He's 12. He's crying on the ground. He's just like kind of laid out, daggers off the side. He's completely disarmed. He's just crying about how he's missing, how his dad's dead, and how
I'm gonna pick him up
Uh-huh.
and just pick him up, kind of dust him off. Say, kid, you need to find a better profession.
And he looks at you and he kind of squints his eye. He goes, "You killed my dad."
You made a poor decision in trying to rob the wrong people. Why don't you go try being a blacksmith? And I take out of my pocket 10 coins, put it in his hand, and said, "Now off with you."
And he looks at it. He goes, "I'll take this 10 coins, but I'll be back." And he starts going. 12-year-old
Throwing axe at him.
12-year-old threats.
Dude, what? You're gonna try to kill the kid?
Are you actually throwing an
No,
axe at
no,
him?
no. I said he should. I don't have
Oh.
an axe. I
All
only
right.
have my short sword.
Okay, so there's
Okay.
there's now a paralyzed guy on the ground and Rewix who's also paralyzed. You're starting to notice that the fingers are starting to move on the bandit.
Right. Can we use guys? Do we have anything to tie him up before he?
Oh, I have rope.
I was like, if only someone had a rope of twine.
Oh, you have rope.
I'll unravel my
You start-
unending.
You start
rope
girlishly
of twine.
pulling out your twine. It takes about 10 seconds, and you can get 10 feet of rope. You cut it with your sword.
All right.
Hog tie him.
Okay, so you hog tie him or you just tie him up like
asking
arms?
some questions.
Okay.
No, I'm definitely gonna hog tie him.
He's hog
man.
tied. So, okay, so his arms are tied to his legs behind his back, and he's kind of laying sideways on the ground right now. And he's finally kind of out of paralysis, because you're finally starting to get up. Your snake's turned back into its staff. It kind of warns you about what you should not do. You should not attack the helpless. And when they give up, especially. So, Rubik's is up and he's moving. This guy's sitting there. He's just kind of staring at you guys. He's like, hurry up and kill me.
Does he say that, or is he feeling that?
That's what he says.
Is he feeling that or saying that?
That's what he says. He looks at you and goes, hurry up and kill me.
No, you're gonna give us a little bit of information.
I'm not going to give you nothing.
Walk over to the crown and be like, this crown begs a difference, my friend.
That crown means nothing. It was a trinket we found at some other
I think I
merchant.
know how to make him talk.
Actually, I use charming and open.
Well, all right, never mind then.
Wait,
while
what are
they-
you gonna do first?
While they
I
deal
was
with
gonna try and intimidate him with my snake.
Well, you can do that right after. Let's go ahead and ask your question.
All right. What are you feeling? What do you most desire? How do I get you to blank? What do you do? He'd probably just say, "Kill me." You know what? Whom do you serve?
Who does he serve?
Because
The Iron
there's no.
Fist.
Lol.
Sister organization of the Iron Hand.
He looks at you, goes, and he's trying to struggle not to say it because he knows
Nobody has to.
He's
I'm thinking right
I know,
that-
and
that-
he's struggling not to say it. And he
Topaz
looks,
Fist.
and he keeps staring, and he looks and he goes, "Your mom," but not really.
Wow.
He goes, "Your mom," every night,
It
every
would have
day.
been mad funny if you said your dad.
Oh, damn it! No, that's too late. So no,
Bartok starts crying.
and he looks at you, and he goes, I actually need to think of a name of a group really fast.
The Syndicate.
I'll just write down. I'll write down.
He just says the Dead Fists is who he serves.
Oh, not the handle dwarfs.
Not the Handle Dwarfs. The Handle Dwarfs have been dead for like 200 years, man.
Hey, you never know. They could have came back. They could have came back, man.
Cryogenically frozen for this situation,
That
man.
is who he serves, and he gets to ask you a question, correct?
Yeah, but I don't really think there's anything you could really say that would matter. But you
But
can go ahead and ask me.
I can pull information for the rest of the group to hear from you.
I guess. All right, go ahead and ask me something.
Let me find. I gotta look at the questions really quick.
Who is
Hey,
your
who
father,
do you
and
serve?
what does he
What do
do?
you wish I do? How can I get you to blank?
I got it.
What are you really feeling right now? And
How
what do you
do you
most?
use the blank?
How
do I-
How can I get you to? And
Oh.
I guess his actual question would be, how can I get you to let me go?
Ooh.
I answer back. Oh, what? Hey, you were gonna say something, Abraham?
Oh, I was gonna say, let me pee on you, but I don't.
Oh,
No, man. Abraham is just weird. I'm killing him in like 2 minutes.
All right. So I respond. Answer 2 more questions, and we'll let you go free.
I have your word.
Yes.
Do I have everybody else's word?
Sure.
I look up at him and say yes.
I don't know. That lumberjack doesn't sound too convincing.
Fine, I'll go walk over there then. I'll
Golden
walk
Root
over there.
doesn't change what he knows. I mean, I'm just gonna dump a vial of Golden Root down his throat.
Okay, so he's struggling. He's not going to let you shove it down his throat. He's got his mouth closed. Like,
That's fine. Envenom it.
so what do you do?
God, guys, please, we were just gonna ask him 2 questions.
Let's
yeah,
make him
but
our
if we
bitch.
could just
Let's
we
make
could
him
just
better.
have him as a hireling, or he's not hireling. He's not hired, but he's
Bandit.
an
Once we
indentured
come
slave.
across-
I'm gonna walk over
It's-
there and be like, how much is it by your trust or by your loyalty?
He goes, you're looking for someone to hire?
Yeah.
20,
I mean, you just killed all my friends.
Hey man.
hey, those, and he looks at Rubik. He goes, "Those weren't my friends. Those were just people I worked with." You
Thought
got,
that
you
was
got.
his dad.
No, that kid's
gold.
gone. That kid's gone. 25
Oh.
gold. 25 now. And if it gets too dangerous, I'll ask again for more.
That sounds fair enough.
All right, roll me.
What's your name, sir?
Before we do anything, can he still answer us like 2 questions at the least?
Sure, he'll probably do it if we hire him.
Yeah, if we hire him and he trusts us, we'll have endless
Yeah,
knowledge.
True, you will have endless knowledge. There's only some things he will not be willing to tell, though.
I
That's
understand.
fine.
Some things may mean his death in doing so. I was trying to name generate. That's what I was doing. I couldn't remember what I was doing. His name is not that one. Not that one. Not that one.
Derek.
Not that one. No, not that. That's a girl's name.
Kevin Jr.
Derek
Since
is
he's my hireling, can I name him?
Depending on what the name is, sure. What's the name that you want to name?
Lazy Eye McGee. Because he's got a lazy eye. Lazy Eye McGee.
It's a lazy eye because of venom.
Yeah, it never like recovers from paralysis. It's just
Yeah.
there.
I'm going to call you Lazy Eye Jack. Is that fine?
Lazy Eye. I'd rather have Lazy Eye Jack.
Lazy Eye Jack.
So Lazy Eye Jack, go ahead and roll a D7,
Stop words.
Malco.
D7. All right, I got me a bitch to follow.
Okay, he's going to have a 1 priest,
Ooh.
a 2 protector,
Ooh, 1 priest, 2 protector.
2 warrior.
2
So-
warrior.
When you heal making camp, you gain an extra +1, pretty much, for having him in the group. Lazy Eye, huh?
Lazy Eye Jack,
Lazy
man.
Eye Jack. Instead
Wait,
of One Eye
priest-
Jack, it's Lazy Eye Jack.
Yep.
Priest
He's got 1
protector
lazy eye.
Protector 2 and warrior 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you guys. Let me ask. He goes, "Show me the gold first."
I already gave him the gold.
Okay,
I
he
think
gave
I'm
him-
in.
so you guys unbind him, and he gets up, and kind of, rubs his hands. Ugh.
Busts himself off.
He looks at you guys. He goes, "So where are we going?"
We're going to Cold Falls, my friend.
Okay.
Town of riches. As I comb around the shoulder, like the town of riches.
He goes, "It's not that great of a town, man, or a city. I mean,
No, it's the first
You gotta remember,
stop
we're
on our-
on the first floor. It ain't. It's nicer than most, but it ain't that great." And he goes, "By the way, that crown you got, it really is just a trinket, and pretty much it's a bandit's crown. Wait, this tin crown is roughly snipped from scrap metal and is decorated with broken bits of colored glass.
Whatever, I'm
When you
still
present
wearing
the
it
bandit's
because that
crown to a
makes-
local lord or merchant, they will grant you services worth up to 20 coin.
Ooh. I will totally do that.
So it's worth 20 coin pretty much. And you'll get services instead of
What's his name? Is it Jack?
Lazy Eye Jack.
I'm just gonna call him Jack.
Me too.
He looks. I'd rather be called Lazy Eye. Don't want people knowing my real name.
Jacksepticeye.
Lol.
Okay, so you guys now make your travel through the rest of the way, and you are now at Coe Falls.
While we're walking, I ask him if he knows anything about the area, like the pit. Maybe I ask him if he knows anything. Like, has he been there?
He's heard. He goes, "I've heard. There's a bunch of people going that way. It opened up from the ground. It was like a sinkhole, and all these creatures started coming out. And then orcs arrived, and they're now trying to run things or something. I'm not sure, but I know people are going there they're trying to get themselves, the typical, magical items and other stuff, riches. The same rumors you hear everywhere in this entire place. There's always magical items, riches somewhere, and half the time it's fake."
Oh yeah, I bring out my staff.
And he goes, yeah, you're lucky you found one. You probably found that up on one of the higher floors for all I know. No matter
Actually,
what
it was
no matter
in
what
the,
you said, you found it on a higher floor. That's all that matters to me.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah. So you guys make it to town. I actually have a map for this. Apparently I haven't actually added it yet. So you kind of get that. It's a big ass town. Yeah.
Wait, isn't it my job to draw what you describe?
This is gonna be a bit different. This is you were gonna draw like we're at a dungeon. You don't need to draw when we're doing these types of things. So let's see here. Where is my map of this place? First floor, Coe Falls. What's up?
Should when we're making it to Coe Falls, we should just walk around the town and take a 5-minute break.
That's fine. You guys can walk around. I mean, we're only probably going to go for another maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. So you'll probably do your stuff in town. That's might be where we end up leaving off, to be honest.
Okay.
So
Oh, I'm just throwing this out there. I leveled.
cool. Well, once you rest, you can level.
I got one
Really?
experience.
I got 2.
I'm level 4 now, technically speaking.
Wow.
Nice.
How much experience did you get from that dungeon?
He got a lot.
He failed
I got a
a
lot
lot.
of
He
experience.
failed a
from
lot.
that.
That's why a lot of people died. These poor
That's why there was
portals.
only one survivor.
Okay, so you want to take a quick break really quick and then we'll come back?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll be back, guys, like 5 minutes so, get a drink, use the bathroom, and we'll come back. We'll probably go for like 45 minutes or so longer.